Recording in progress.
Hey, good evening. I'm really pleased once again to be back with my great friend, the Wayne Hall Show. Wayne, how are you?
I'm doing great, Rudy. I'm doing fantastic, man. Happy to be here again to wrap up
Yes,
a very interesting month. Yes,
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 indeed.
sir.
So, Montserrat Volcano Month, and we've done a lot of events and activities um, which we will talk about in a while. But Wayne, I'd like to share with you. We also helped launch a new sound coming from the Montserrat community, and you know Montserratians and their masquerades. So there's a new sound called Masca Music by Desmond L.
Mm.
Daly, and a very well known musician, producer, artist, talent developer when it comes to young people. So what we're going to do then, Wayne, we're just going to listen to Desmond talking about it. And so here we go.
Montserrat music, masquerade music, a new style of music. Can you feel it?
Masca music. Masca music is a new genre of music
This sound.
which was conceived and developed on Montserrat by composer, arranger, and musician Desmond L. Daly. As the name implies, it is a fusion of masquerade beats with the melodic accompaniment and lyrics of soca. This new creation or musical invention comes at the right time when many artists are experimenting and searching for new beats and rhythms to remain current and competitive in the rapidly changing world of music. I take the pleasure of introducing you to Mr. Desmond Daly.
Thank you, Miss Daly, for your brilliant introduction. Greetings, everyone. It is indeed an honor to be a contributor on the program Volcano Awareness Month 2026. In order to gain an insight into masca music, a knowledge of the traditional music that eventually re-emerged in Montserrat and other Caribbean islands is a prerequisite. The Africans who were brought to the Caribbean originated in places such as West and Central Africa. They were taken to the point of no return, where they were forced to relinquish their roots, culture, family, and language. They were then shackled and boarded on ships for their long and perilous journey to the Caribbean. The only thing that they were able to take with them was a determination to preserve their rich cultural tradition, which included dance, farming, worship, and music. It is the view of Nkisha, one of Africa's premier ethnomusicologists and composer, and I quote, "The most important characteristic of this family of musical traditions is the diversity of expression it accommodates, a diversity arising from different applications of common procedures and usages." Nkisha further points out that several factors, including geographical location, environmental conditions, and the cultural way of life, accounted for this diversity. The cultural interaction of different African groups resulted in the borrowing and adaptation of cultural items, including music. As a result of this interchange, there sometimes occur musical types bearing the same name in different areas, as well as other types with different names but similar patterns. This view is quite evident, as seen in some of the smaller islands of the Caribbean, where there are groups bearing the name of masquerade, but possess their own indigenous attire, dance interpretation, rhythmic beat, and instrumentation. Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, Guadeloupe, and Bermuda are places where this culture can be witnessed on display. I have always regarded music as one of the most important pillars of our culture. As a result, it has been my lifelong mission to take the music and culture of Montserrat to every place on earth. Over the past 50 years, I have managed to achieve various successes in this regard. Our most accomplished singer and songwriter, the late Osfonsos Castles, more popularly known as Arrow, Soca King of the World, did an amazing job of putting Montserrat on the musical map. However, the main thrust of his efforts was based on calypso and later soca music. In the meantime, our indigenous masquerade music still remained hidden in the background. My first experience or introduction to this music came as the result of hearing the woo-woo or goatskin band, masquerades, string bands, and steel band. During those early years of my life, words such as ska, reggae, calypso, or soca had no significance to me. I was very interested in the sound of the music and knew that this was something I would like to do for the rest of my life. As the years passed, I became a musician, obviously, playing a variety of instruments and playing with many groups, and also forming several local bands such as Libra One, First Choice, Galaxy, Sledge, X-Rated, and many others. I toured extensively with the Soca King Arrow to many countries of the world. However, during this period, I was beginning to become aware that while Montserrat had its unique indigenous music and culture, our local musicians were only focused on extending the music of our neighboring islands. As a young musician, there were many decisions I had to make which would greatly impact on my musical career. I was asked several times to stick to one genre of music in order to establish a musical identity. At that point, I took a decision of not restricting myself to play only one style or genre of music. Masquerade music was never given the recognition, promotion, and acceptance that it rightly deserved. This attitude may have resulted from the fact that having our own musical identity was never a priority. The band Masquerade, which was led by Roland Stokes Richards from Montserrat, produced an album on which several songs carried the beat and pattern of our Masquerade music. Here is a short excerpt from the band Masquerade performing Licks.
Once again, people like this party like red. By evergreen is the action scene. Way down and country passive up in. But child me down my yard club, party flap. Disco round the corner, people low and that. It's masquerade on their masquerade. Driving West Indians insane. Masquerade. North, south and west people know. Masquerade. Bam chikale,
I strongly believe the Emerald Shamuel Masquerade, which is the premier dance troupe in Montserrat, is one of the most spectacular masquerade troupes that can be found anywhere in the world. It has developed and improved significantly since its formation following emancipation. And while there are some flares and excitement which can be seen in the dancing techniques, the music has remained virtually unchanged, which is expected. However, it is therefore the task and the vision of creative musicians and artists to use the inspiration of the masquerade music to promote and share the culture of Montserrat to the entire world. Any indigenous Montserratian would know that calypso, soca, and masquerade has been an integral part of our heritage for many years. I have wondered what it would take to create and promote the masquerade art form to the global market. That was when the thought came to me of combining the masquerade drums and fife with the melodic chords and lyrics of the soca, hence the creation of masca music. To produce masca music, an in-depth knowledge of the language of the instrument must be understood. For example, the use of the triplets across the cut time rhythm that lights up the dancers must be strategically inserted. The intense articulation of staccato notes in the upper register on the fife, which crescendos and ends in a trill, must be present in masca music. This combination of masquerade and soca music has potential and would appeal to both the young and older generation of music enthusiasts. It must be noted that dancehall, reggae, zouk, and even soca music were not created in a vacuum. They are the result of several experiments that emerged over time. In the same way, masca music is now in its stage of infancy. However, over time, it will evolve. I would like to take this opportunity and introduce to you a musical icon from Montserrat, a legend, the King Reality, and I'm going to play for you a short excerpt from one of his winning songs, Masquerade.
Good cheer, that Christmas feeling. Them tourists come to join the fun, and the jungle will play the bank. I go dance, I go prance to the vibrant drum. I go dance masquerade, let my jumping on the street, jumping to the beat, dancing round and round when I hear that drum. Jumping on the street.
It has always been my view that one of Montserrat's greatest assets is its culture. When masquerades dance, they are introducing the younger generations to its history. Masquerades were able to use their masks, whips, and dance to deceive their slave masters. I am certain that with determination, perseverance, and a passion for cultural development, the masquerade beat will soon be adopted by many musicians and artists. There are many creative ideas that could be generated if musicians, writers, and arrangers on Montserrat would explore its possibility. Montserrat could be promoted as the place where masquerade music originated. The vision of Garfield Blackman, better known as Ras Shorty, to combine the calypso music with soul music completely revolutionized Caribbean music. The use of the disco cymbal, the steady bass drum, and the walking bass line was phenomenal. The work of Bob Marley and Peter Tosh also gave the same prominence to reggae music. The same way we associate reggae music with Jamaica, we associate soca and calypso with Trinidad, we associate zouk with Guadeloupe and Dominica, and we associate salsa from Puerto Rico. It is the same way we want to be proud when we say masquerade music is from Montserrat. To bring my presentation to a close, I now present to you one of my original songs, Masquerade Music. Thank you. Montserrat music, masquerade music, a new style of music. Can you feel it? In Trinidad, they have the soca. In Puerto Rico, they have the salsa. In Curacao, they have the rumba. In Montserrat, we have the masquerade. Montserrat music, masquerade music, a new style of music. Can you feel it? Masquerade, 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 masquerade music. Yeah. Masquerade, 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 masquerade music. Masquerade, 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 masquerade music. Yeah. Masquerade, 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 masquerade music. Play the masquerade. Jamaica, they have the reggae. In Santo Domingo, they have merengue. In Dominica, they have the bula. In Montserrat, we have the masquerade. Montserrat music, masquerade music, flash of music. Can you feel it? Masquerade, 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 masquerade music. Yeah. Masquerade, 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 masquerade music. Masquerade, 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 masquerade music. Yeah. Masquerade, 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 masquerade music. Feel it. Hey.
In the USA, they have the soul. In the UK, they have rock and roll. In Havana, they have bachata. In Montserrat, we have the master. Montserrat music, masquerade music. This is real music. Can you feel it? I wanna hear some brass. Oh, yeah, yeah. Take it in.
So Wayne, that was Masca Music by Desmond L. Daly.
All right, there you go. Yes, sir. I enjoyed listening to that.
And what I was really pleased about from a Caribbean perspective was the cultural intellect that was behind this musical sound and the way that he's weaved it with all the influences that Caribbean people have culturally. And, you know, it's really, really excellent. It's really pleasing to see and hear that from a Caribbean perspective, you know?
Yeah. So basically, I liked how he went around the islands and named the sounds and music.
Yeah, and the influences.
Yeah. And then pretty much said, and this is ours.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
is ours. And of course, whenever you make such a big, you know, almost kind of paradigm like kind of shift, it's never always just well received at first, you know.
Yeah, because people are skeptical. They've either say, well, it sounds like something else, or, you know, what is that new sound? And then at some point, and that's why a great platform like yours is important. That we have to be outward looking.
Yes.
Culturally.
And be one of the doors through which we can receive them.
Exactly.
Bring them to the wider audience.
Absolutely.
That's one of our roles, you know.
That's our role.
Yeah.
We're not gatekeepers, which is important. Actually, Dr. Shot has joined us, so I don't know if she'll be able to say a few words about the Masca music, because Volcano Awareness Month, we've been able to introduce the sounds, and we've had Mr. Daly on other platforms, but this is the first one that's a global platform. So I'm glad it's the Wayne Hall Show.
Yes. And Fresh FM Radio London, man. You gotta.
And Fresh FM, yeah. Fresh FM Radio London. As usual, we'll be rebroadcasting, as always. Before Dr. Shot comes on, I'd like to also just give a quick overview of how we've done since we spoke to you last. So the Volcano Awareness Month has been very successful. So Friday, which is the last day of July,
right.
That's the last event, which is really just going to be a fun event. People getting together, playing dominoes, chatting, and just, you know, drinking sorrel and health drinks.
I like that.
And just you know, enjoying themselves. So we're looking forward to that. We're already planning for next year's event as well. In fact, our next big event, and this is the Specker KPS Stream Academy, is the it's GIS Day, which is the 18th of November. So that's again a Wednesday, and that might be a good time to connect live with you, because during the day we'll have a face-to-face event, And the reason why that's important, so geographical information systems. So important part of our STREAM Academy is to encourage young people into the world of space and digital technology. And there's many careers and great opportunities for excitement and creative activities. And of course, we are an academy, STREAM Academy, science, technology, which is important, engineering, arts, mathematics. And we've got an R, and the R is for responsibility. So that is key, responsibility. And that's all around. So the adults have a responsibility, our young people have a responsibility. So that's a small R. I'll just move slightly so you can see. STREAM.
A small R with a big meaning.
And it has a big meaning. It's probably the most important word there, actually.
I know. Nothing else matters if there's no responsibility.
No responsibility. And we'll be launching a bigger SEND program as well, special educational needs program as part of the academy as well. Again, using digital technology. There's lots of ways of being much more inclusive and getting and developing that talent and that creativity that is historically may have been overlooked. So the whole Volcano Awareness Month, from a strategic intervention, has 3 shifts, as we call it. So the first shift is analog to digital. And of course, we're on a digital platform now, making better use of digital technology for learning, development, culture. And the second shift is destination to geography. And what we mean by there is that Montserrat has a volcano. So it's had a massive impact on the geography of the island, which can be translated into an advantage for the island, the economic advantage to the island. So, and what we've developed is, as part of the launch of Volcano Awareness Month, is Volcano Sankofa education. And I know that you know what Sankofa is.
Remind us, Rudi.
Looking back to go forward. You remember the bird,
yes.
the picture of the bird?
Yes.
Look back to go forward. That's important for Montserrat because Montserrat will forever have part 1 before the volcano erupted, and part 2 after the post the volcano eruption. So culturally, creativity, family, looking back with the challenges, the future. So it makes sense then to raise the preparedness and awareness of the volcano, but most importantly, it has great economic advantages to it as well. And for that to be an important part of the future to achieve sustainable livelihoods. And so that's a challenge, but that's where culture and music comes in, because the music has always been there, isn't it? Even if there's mourning, there's music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. we have
an excitement and to feel better, the music. And of course, with Monstrations, and particularly part of this program, poetry is important, storytelling is important. So we've had a lot of that during that period of time. So it's been quite exciting. And then the third shift is culture to creative economy. Because one of the challenges that the Caribbean communities had as a whole, as you know, is translating culture into a creative economy that can financially support and people get, get the economic value from their creative ideas, whether it's music, arts, performances. There's so many different aspects. And in fact, the creative economy, what it actually means, it's really any idea that a person thinks of, which can be translated into economic value. Any idea that a person can think of that can be translated into economic value. And there's an old saying, Wayne, in a competitive market, commerce follows culture. And what that means from a Caribbean perspective, that we have great cultural activities, and there will always be somebody somewhere who can look at that and translate that into commercial value. And it's not necessarily the people who have created the culture.
Interesting.
Commerce
follows culture.
Yeah, and that's a significant learning for Caribbean people, particularly in Europe and North America, because we live in competitive societies, we really do, and it's something of great value, and we've got to understand how to translate that into economic value.
True. Yeah. Because you know what? Culture sells.
Absolutely.
Culture sells, Otherwise, the word tourism wouldn't exist.
Exactly.
But how can you take it to market, man?
Yeah.
How can you take Masca music to the market?
Yeah. And align it with what's good about the culture, what's exciting, what makes people want to understand it from other backgrounds, because the greater value is to translate your culture so it's of interest to people from a different culture. But not only that, as Desmond Daly mentioned about the influences from other cultures as well, because that's important. We're all influenced by other cultures, as much those of us who are outward looking, of course. But yeah, so that's where we are. Yeah, that's where we are.
Beautiful. All right.
Right. So we got Dr. Shots.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm well, thanks. And you?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Okay. Mr. Daly is
here in Atlanta.
Okay. Mr. Daly is trying to join us. He just texted and said he's having some problems with the link.
Somebody's just joined us. I don't know who that is.
I don't know if that's him trying to, but he was having some issues and that's why he's a little bit late.
Okay.
He's trying to join. I don't know who this person is. Maybe
that's JG. Okay.
No. Oh, he see. That's, I think.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
No, I do. Let me find out if.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Daly. Can you mute yourself, please?
There you go.
Hello?
Right.
Hello.
You hearing me, seeing me?
Seeing you and hearing you.
Mr. Daly, the hero. We've just been talking about you.
Yes, I had so much difficulty to get connected, but I'm going through a friend's device.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
So we've got a new name for you, Lord Masca.
Ah, yes. Good to be here. Good to be here. Yeah.
So Lord Masca, we've just been listening to your program, the 20-minute program that you made.
Okay.
And this is my great friend Wayne Hall, who has a massive platform. He links with us, Fresh FM Radio London, and he's on. We're We are broadcasting Facebook Live on his Facebook, my Facebook, and also Montserrat's Got Talent as well. It's being broadcast there. So what I'm going to do, Desmond, is hand you over to Wayne.
Okay.
Just to have a dialogue with you, because Wayne's a musical specialist as well.
All right.
Over to you, Wayne.
Okay. So, yeah, thank you. Welcome. I just heard a very, very interesting piece on Masca music, and it really set the tone for some great expectations, and add to my strong conviction that not only does the R in stream mean responsibility, but it speaks to resilience and strength where Montserrat is concerned. But anyhow, please do tell us about the beginnings, of music for you.
The beginnings of music for me started before I even knew myself. Very, very early, I started to found interest in listening to music.
Right.
And soon it became a part of me, where my parents and my brothers and they were musicians, and so it became natural for me to gravitate towards music. As I grew up in primary school, I became serious about it. Joined the steel band, joined string bands, joined different community music groups within the village. And by the time I reached to high school, I started forming my own bands, with the dream of taking it to the world and taking it to the end of the world, which a dream that I still have. And during that journey, I traveled to many countries, played with different artists, helped to develop the musical culture in Montserrat. And of late, and sometimes I regret it, of late, starting to do music for myself, because most of my talent in my teen and early 20s and was based on helping others to play music and to raise their standard of music. And and now is when I am really becoming conscious that all these years I've neglected myself. Right. And start to put music together, something. Because when I ask myself, what do you have to show for your music? My music is within other people's songs. So now I'm really trying to carve a part, which is late, but not too late.
Right.
Yes.
Can be just in time to,
Yes.
So how about what kind of musical diet you listened, growing up? What were the influential music, the ones you gravitated to as a young person? Like in Jamaica, man, we hear it all: R&B, reggae, calypso, soca. What was it like for you?
Yes, well, growing up, it was way back, like maybe before your time. I was listening to like Ella Fitzgerald and people like country, like Skeeter Davis, and more blue beat, doing the twist and My Boy Lollipop, and those kind of music. And what's the boy's name there? The one who's saying Desmond Dekker and the Aces. I was way back, and then it came up, and then as a Caribbean man, I began to listen to Kitchener and Sparrow and those guys, and so I had a real deep foundation in my listening. And then I came up and started to listen to more of those American, because the Caribbean is greatly influenced by American music. So I would listen to a lot of American music. But in the Caribbean, your music is basically calypso, reggae, those kind. So you can't be in the Caribbean and playing American music. You have the opportunity to do it, but at the end of the day, they want to hear Caribbean music. And like I said, when Ras Shorty, at the well, they call it soul to the calypso and call it soca. I think for me, I think that it is more disco, because still the soca music has a disco and calypso, but he called it soul calypso, and it worked. It worked because after that, every island from Barbados right up to from the Southern Caribbean up to the leewards, again from Jamaica right up to Puerto Rico, all of them changed their music and was using the soca music. I mean, of late, you have music is moving into a new genre. I mean, you still have the reggae, and because Jamaica can't change from reggae, but within like Marshall Montana and Bunji Garlin and those guys from Antigua and so on, they are moving into a new genre. They haven't named it yet, and it's not the dance hall music. A new genre is developing, and so music is still changing. But as I say, from Montserrat, which had the soca king of the world, Arrow, right. And he took music to the end, you could say, to the far corners of the earth. I think that Montserrat, I mean, we cannot just live on Arrow's reputation for the rest of our lives. We have to now push something forward to keep that momentum and build on what Arrow has created for us. And I think that the material or the material that we need is right with us, which is the masquerade music, to utilize it, because that music is rooted in African music. It's rooted in African rhythms. It's rooted. It has so many how should I put it? So many parameters and so many additions to it, that if we really utilize it in a positive way, it could happen. Because if we leave the masquerade music as it is right now, it has been existing from since slavery, the emancipation of slavery, but it has not moved. So we're living in a technological age now, and yes, things of the past. I'm one who is slow to change technologically, but I know that if you don't, you're going to be left behind. And the only way to push music, I'll regress for a moment. Steel band was the leading bands everywhere you go. When I was growing up, it was steel band. Steel band was the premier bands in Montserrat. And one year when we were coming up in Plymouth, there came the first introduction to amplified music, and I'm talking about amplified music in professional fashion. And when the amplified music was unleashed in Montserrat, everybody left the steel band and went and supported the amplified music. And I said to myself, seeing that we were parked up on the side of the road, I said to myself, the only way that steel band music was going to happen in Montserrat is to turn it to the youth, only the youth. And I formed the first junior steel band in Montserrat with with some youths. And when the government and the population of Montserrat saw the possibility and the great amazement of how those youths play, youth steel bands started to spring up in Montserrat, in every village, in every school in Montserrat. And after that, Montserrat became one of the top places with steel band among the youths. So I'm saying, with this masquerade music, we need to focus on the youths with it and introduce them to it and show them its possibility, because they are the ones who are going to really take it to the limit and take it into the future. So that's where we have to now try to get it into the schools, into the education system, and so on, and get it into the afternoon programs and approach it in a very serious way in order to get masquerade off the ground. And that's my view on it right now.
That's right.
Excellent.
And just remind us of the artist name you use for your music.
Flasher.
Flasher.
Yes.
Ladies and
Flasher.
gentlemen, we're talking to Flasher. We're live
Yes.
with Rudi Page and Miss Gertrude Shate, and we're giving you a wrap up of the Volcano Awareness Month, Montserrat Volcano Awareness Month. But Shatter has taken the big step of creating what he is calling
Masca
music.
Masca music.
Just give us, I hear where your inspiration has come from. I heard the roots of what you listened. So for the audience, tell us very quickly what exactly their understanding of Masca music needs to be and where you plan to take this.
Well, Masca music, Masca music is rooted in what we call masquerade music. Mm-hmm. Masquerade music, I stand to be corrected, but it's rooted in it's the, how should I say? It's the rhythms of yes, it's the rhythms of Africa that was which re-emerged in the Caribbean, because as I said, and as you know, Africa slaves that were brought to the Caribbean and to the Americas were not allowed to bring instruments or anything except themselves. And even in the Caribbean, they were deprived and they were denied, and they were for congregating and making music. So it is the knowledge of what they had before that re-emerged in their minds to develop the beat. And I'm sure that the beat that developed in the Caribbean was still a bit different to what, because environment plays a big part in the determination of music, because the lack of instruments that they had, they would have had to create new instruments and create new things, and so the sound would not be same, but the consciousness of the rhythm and the beat that they knew is what emerged. So what I want to do is to take the beat of the masquerade music and add it to the melodic the melodic structure. That means using chords, using lyrics of the soca music, and combine the two of them together, and then create a new genre of music, which we will call Masca music. It's an entirely new genre. And I am appealing to the established entertainers in Montserrat, and we have quite a few of them, like The Beer and Kenzie and Taboo and Cupid and all those guys, to start experimenting using Masca, using the mask, go to the masquerade music and use it, so that we can be proud and say Jamaica has reggae as their foundation music. Cuba has salsa and rumba and those music. And Montserrat have Masca music. That's why we want to to be able to claim it as our. I mean, in Guadeloupe, you have the Zouk music. When you talk about Guadeloupe and you go there, you're expecting to hear Zouk music and Booyah music and cadence music. So when you come to Montserrat, you want to hear what is this Masca music that they have developed there, and that is my push on it.
So Flasher, is there a dance in the works as well? A Masca dance. We have salsa dance. We have reggae one drop. We have, all these other genres that you talked about. They got some kind of dance. Is there a Masca dance?
Well, I would confess and say you have put something in my head, but it is not. How should I say? It's not totally a new idea, because we have the masquerade. We have the masquerade dance. Okay. But to dance Masca, we now are going to use some of the moves, because as I pointed out to you, we are moving, using masquerade in its old time ancient way is not going to succeed between the youths. What the youths are going to have a movement of their own, but it has to has its root in the old time tradition, and as you say, a dance will be developed. If like I told you with the steel band, if we put our heads, if Montserrat people put their heads together and are determined to develop something that they could call their own, it will succeed. That's my
Totally agree. Totally
yes.
agree. Flasher, I like your passion. I appreciate your energy.
Yes,
I look
yes.
forward to receiving some MP3s so I can be one of the first to ever play Masca.
Yes, and while I'm on that subject, on Saturday I will be releasing 4 songs on the radio. 4 songs. One of them has an adaptation of the Masca beat on them. So if you listen to ZJB, they said that the program will come on at 1 p.m. Local time. That's Montserrat West Indian time. If you're listening in from 1 p.m., you'll hear where I am on the level of my music, up to date.
Beautiful, beautiful. Because
yes,
Montserrat does have its own proud music legends and legacy. I mean, long time.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
And I'm telling you, without the roots in Africa,
yes.
we will not possess that. Without our and a lot of people are ashamed of their roots. And I'm not ashamed to say that I'm a descendant of slave, right? It does not do anything to me. What it makes me more conscious, it makes me more passionate, it makes me more determined to make my ancestors who we don't know what they went through for us. And we now have to it's our time, to shine, because be the dream, be the dream of Africa for our ancestors who we don't know what they went through just to have us here today. And so I'm very passionate of pushing the culture and everything forward, in a very positive way. And I want to give thanks to Dr. Shot, because believe me, men will have something in their mind to do, and they have it in mind. But sometimes you need somebody to really push you and get it out there. And I want to tell her thanks, because, from since she heard the idea, she's showing me more possibilities, and, I should push it forward, because it's something that is really significant and would be important to the country.
Yes. All right.
Women are the power.
To segue out of this is to say kudos to you. Thank you, Dr. Shade. And you already have the Groove Master. Now we look forward to the Masca Master. All right.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a real pleasure meeting and talking with you. Same and thank you for having me.
We will talk more on I don't want Rudi to hear, but we will talk more on the Wayne Hall show, okay? About Masca music.
Yes.
Yes, I appreciate Mr. Rudi Page, man, for making this connection.
Right.
All right. All right, just want to say welcome to audience on the Wayne Hall show, those who joined us at 8. The conversation you're listening to is with Flasher, musician out of Montserrat. He's got a new beat, a new genre emerging called Masca music that is straight out of Montserrat. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the wrap-up show, the culmination of the month, the Montserrat Volcano Month, Awareness Month. And so we have Dr. Shada back with us. We have Rudi Page, Fresh FM Radio, again, with the Wayne Hall show. And we got about 25 more minutes with them. And so without further ado, I'm going to turn this back over to Rudi. We'll get back into regular programming at 8:30 our time with Mr. Anthony Turner. So Rudi,
Yeah, that was great, Flasher. But
yes.
I prefer to call you Lord Masca.
Okay.
What we have to do culturally, and we spoke about this before yourself and Dr. Shot came on. I was talking about the Volcano Awareness Month, so giving a wrap up, and I said that there's 3 important shifts, strategic shifts that Volcano Awareness Month represents. The first one is analog to digital, because we've done a lot of digital dialogues, and the GIS, Geographical Information System. So we've got that event coming up, and we spoke about that. The second shift is destination to geography, because of the volcano, the impact of the volcano. So Montserrat's history now is in 2 halves: before the volcano and after the volcano, and what that means culturally. And we spoke about what we call volcano Sankofa education, looking back to go forward.
Love it.
And if you think for our time now, that's what you've been talking about culturally, looking back, but we must go forward.
Yes.
And the point that you made is very well made. As a descendant, we are the dream of our ancestors, because we're free to create great sounds and ideas from our minds. So the third shift is culture to creative economy. And the creative economy basically means anything that we can think of and translate into economic value. That's what the creative economy is. And of course, the more we collaborate, share, and understand ourselves, but most importantly though, in terms of economic development and to achieve sustainable livelihoods, there's an old saying, and it goes, in a competitive market, commerce follows culture. Commerce follows culture. And one of the challenges that people who create culture is to ensure that they benefit commercially. Some people, because of course, sometimes people can just look at a culture and say, actually, I know how to make money from that. But you need all skills, of course. You need those skills. So that's the underpinning to Volcano Awareness Month. And I'm going to move over to Dr. Schatz to give the words of wisdom that we always need. Over to you, Dr. Schatz.
Dr. Schatz.
Thank you.
Yes. Good evening.
Yeah. Dr. Schatz, before you start.
Yes, Wade.
Is it shot or shotte? I want to make sure.
Shot.
Shot. Thank you. Not doubting Rudy, sorry, but I think I've been saying the wrong thing. Dr. Shot, that very day we had the show, I had guests on about an hour after you had spoken, and they were doing it's the This Is Jamaica group, and they were promoting a fundraising event because they offer scholarships to students in Jamaica. And you'd never guess what the project is for the students to earn those scholarships this year. Would you like to take a guess?
Nah.
They needed to write about their experience with Hurricane Melissa.
Ah.
Can you imagine? From the month of babes?
Yes.
That, I had goosebumps. So I just had to tell you that since I got the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. You again. That's
yes.
what they said they were going to do, and they're going to be doing that later in the year. But I could not help but think back to what you shared with us. So I wanted to let you know that.
Yes, because we are currently working with a group of students. As a matter of fact, they have already written their stories and poems, and we should be having a publication very soon with them.
Look at that.
So this is great news. You know, this is really great news. We have already had the Beeston communities.
Yeah, Beeston in Westmoreland.
In Westmoreland, yes.
That White House area.
Yes, we have been having some sessions with them, and I feel very proud of the achievement so far. Awesome. So hopefully, they will have a publication out soon.
Yeah.
With regards to the masca music, you know, they say some people were born great, some achieved greatness, and greatness was thrust upon some. And I want to take a third of each of those and land them straight on Mr. Desmond Flasher Daly. He was born great. He achieved greatness, and all the greatness that we are thrusting upon him today, he truly deserves it. I mean, he's a musician extraordinary. I've worked with him for a number of years at the Kinsale Primary School, KPS, and he gave us the momentum, the push, the motivation, everything that KPS has in music largely down to him. And he spoke about starting the youths with steel pan. And Kinsale Primary School was the first school in Montserrat to have a steel pan. And this was because of Mr. Daly's initiative and his love for culture and love for youth. And it's a badge that Kinsale School wear with pride to be the first school in Montserrat to have a steel pan. And just because of Mr. Daly's initiative, Flash's initiative. So all the greatness that we are thrusting upon him, it's well deserved.
Yes.
This is not the kind of greatness that you trust because you want to trust. He deserves it. And we only grew from strength to strength because of him. So for me, it's a very great pleasure and honor to be able now to push Masca music, because I've seen it from its inception. I've seen where he's coming from. I've also seen how he tried to merge, look at the different genre, look at what they stand for, look at what they represent, and how taking those genres and putting them together can build something so uniquely Monstratian. I should say quintessentially Monstratian. And it's something that we need to hold on to. Given that culture is the strand, Rudi, that holds all of us together, hold the community together, here we have a perfect opportunity to use Masca music to hold that community together. And he went out on a limb to do this. And we're not going to let him stay on that limb.
Not at all.
We're not going to let him stay on that limb. We're going to push that music in whatever fashion we have. And I would like to take this opportunity, Wayne, to thank you to have him on this show. And I know you have heard the music before because Rudi played his excerpt. Good. So I'm glad, and I'm happy to hear you say that you're going to have him back to hear some of his other Masca music.
Yes.
Because by whatever means necessary, we are going to push Masca music. And Mr. Daly himself said that he's appealing to the Montserrat Calypsonians like Bear and Kenzie and Cupid and Silk and all the others, that he's going to push them to do it. And I'm making this appeal on the Wayne Hall show.
Yes,
to all Calypsonians in Montserrat.
Yes, because in Jamaica, it was not one man who brought the reggae music forward. Many artists, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer, you could go back 2 centimeters, Yellow Man. It's a lot of artists who brought that music forward and took it to every corner of the world. Right now, when you say reggae, you don't have to say Jamaica. You say reggae, and they understand Jamaica.
They will say Jamaica.
Yes, it's known. So we sometimes we think that our ideas are too small, and we have to come out of that kind of ideology and get it out there, because it's time that we rise, as you say, rise from the ashes, rise from the slavish mentality, rise from, rise. It's not, now is the time, and
time for action.
Yes.
Well, see, Dr. Schott set out your citation for Lord Masca.
Well, listen, I'll take you back. I don't know how well you know Caribbean Calypsonians, but there's a Calypsonian called Baron. You ever? Yes,
of course. Yeah.
Yes, Baron is one. Listen, I don't give accolades easily, but Baron is one of the sweetest singing soca artists in the world. Sparrow is the greatest because he's the king of the world. Ours is greatest because he's the soca king of the world. But Baron is the sweetest soca singer. And you know how Baron gets the name? Baron was talking. He said he was singing in the church, because if you really listen to Baron's voice and his style, you could see that he didn't start on the road. He came from the church. You could hear that sweet gospel flavor in his voice. And he said he ran away from the church and went to sing calypso. And when he got into the tent and he got into the area with the guys, he didn't have a name. And so they asked him, "What is your name?" He said he don't have a name. So one of the organizers said, okay, I'm going to give you a name. Give me one night. And he went, the guy went home, and the next day he come back and he said, your name is Baron, because you look like a baron. And that was his name. The Baron is nothing special, just that he didn't have a name, and they gave him a name. And I don't think that there is no other name would have fit him better than the Baron. You know, so that is so. It happens. So someone gives you a name, let it sink in, and people are going to find a lot of things about it which probably suit you and fit you. And so exactly. I'm willing to.
So does that mean you're accepting Lord Masker then?
Lord Masker.
Of course. Maybe
that's very important to me.
Maybe in the past I didn't accept myself as a lord. So
there you go.
Here's the opportunity.
Exactly. See, Dr. Shot set out the citation for you.
Yes.
So you've got no choice. You've got no choice.
Yeah, because Masker is going to need a unique, a significant, a special name, some kind of name to push it forward. And maybe that is a name of authority, a name of something to push it forward. And if that is what it is, then let it be. You know. So
and you heard it first on the Fresh FM Radio London show.
Yes.
On the Wayne Hall show.
Lord Masker.
Yes.
Lord
Yes.
Masker.
Yes.
Lord
Masker. And believe it's going to spread. It's going to get out there.
Even I would wear the T-shirt, Lord Masker.
Oh dear.
All right. So we have, Rudi, about 11 more minutes or so.
7 minutes.
And
so,
I'm sure Dr. Shot.
I'd like Dr. Shot to just give us her overview as we're coming to the end of Volcano Awareness Month. I did give a bit of overview from my perspective, but with you as the boss, I think it's only right that you should give us the final words. Thank you.
I must say, all praise and thanks to the Most High for allowing us to be at the 29th of July, because we started off on the 1st, and here we are at the 29th with loads of activities. A full overview will be done with JGP, George Piper, on Radio ZGB on Saturday at 12:30 East Caribbean time. So we'll give an overview, a full overview than this evening. But for this evening, I can say that from all accounts, from all reports, that the month has been quite successful. For me, what was very telling was the nature of the conversations that we have had, and not just the nature of the conversation, but the response from the participants, from the audience, the engagement, total engagement. And just imagine that we had 4 different sets of conversations on culture, and each of them had their own uniqueness about them. None of them, you would think, oh, it's just culture and we can just run with it. No, it wasn't like that, because we had talking culture and we had let's talk culture. We also had, what is culture? Do we really need it? And then we had the relationship between culture and festival. 4 different topics, 4 different nights, 4 different reactions, but yet there was that underlying theme that culture is the foundation of society. There was also the recognition that without culture, a society cannot move forward. It will be dead without its culture. So from a cultural perspective, I think that VAM did quite well in raising awareness and the importance. And it's what came across, it was generational, because what we are saying now will be passed on, and hopefully they will pass it on, and what we are saying was passed on to us. So we have been passing on information. We're taking that and we're running with it. And we're hoping that what we are saying now for VAM, that the youth would take it and run with it. So we're looking forward to working with the youth. A very important element of Specker KPS and of the Stream Academy is the focus on youth, because they are tomorrow's leaders, and we want to maintain that focus. And I know that is the youths we're going to have to put the masker music forward as well. We're going to use the youths as well to push it forward. While we are depending on the seasoned Calypsonians to get it out there and to get people moving, we're also depending on the youths to run with it. We're also thinking of the youths to come up with a dance.
Yeah.
We are also thinking of them to bring us a dance, a masker dance. And I know they can do it, because you only have to knock 2 sticks and they start to dance.
And
so never mind, you have a rich thing like masker. What do you think they will do to that? Yeah. I can already see what's going to happen. So we're going to utilize that youthfulness, all the ideas, all the creativity. We're going to bring them together and make
we'll have a song competition as well, a masker song competition.
Yes, and talking about the youths and creativity. After we reach a certain age that we are conscious of ourselves, all the honest creativity and playfulness and just openness of movements and voice and so disappears, because you're looking at how you're moving and when you're moving. But the youths, you tell them to, how should I say, give me a movement for masker, and you see movement just come flows naturally, and then I'm a music teacher, and sometimes I allow them to do their thing, and from them, as a seasoned teacher, you can learn from the youths. You can learn. You go into that classroom, and you don't bring all, as a certain politician would say, you don't come into that classroom with all the cards. You don't have all the cards. You come in there and you learn. When you leave there, you have more cards than what you came with. So as I would support that statement, that in the hands of the youths, there's and one more thing about the youths, they may not their response may not be manifested immediately. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the road, you hear a young person, because I was teaching in the Virgin Islands, and there were some guys who would come into the music room and they seemed unconcerned. And 2 of them went up into America, and before they reached, they were big artists. They ended up with big hits. So it means, although they were there listening to me and pretending they're not hearing, they were deep into the music, and when they manifested it in their own way, they became very, very big artists in it. So sometimes it takes a while for the youth to come, but they're listening to you and they're watching you, and in their own time, they will manifest that music in their own way.
Well, we're going to make sure from next year with the first masker song competition.
Yes, I'm on the script with you with that. I'm sure with Mrs. Shott, because I say men have things in their minds, but I know by tomorrow Gertrude's gonna have that someplace in the paper, on a file or something, pushing it forward. It's not gonna stay in the mind. You come up with it and it's gonna go forward. So maybe even by festival time in December, we would have a song competition or a rhythm competition to promote and to push the masker music forward.
I mean, that's what's going to. So when we talk about culture, we say culture is the unseen strand that binds communities together, and competition is just natural, and that will ensure it's embedded in the culture. The youth will love it. And just to say that there is this masker competition, people will say, well, what is it? What are the rules? What's the structure? And imagine if you're the first winner of the first competition, masker competition, what that means.
It has an impact on you. It has an impact on you. Yes. So
again, so that's the whole idea behind VAM, cultural inspiration as well, because we move forward because of our culture and our aspirations, which is really important. And our creativity drives us.
Yeah, I just want to say something here. Rudi talk about Sankofa underpinning our principles and values, because we are using the wisdom from the past in the present and hoping that it will be taken to the future. So that's very important. But we cannot do that unless we have the Ubuntu touch to it. And the Ubuntu, in simple language, you are your brother's keeper. And if we don't help one another, and if we don't be our brother's keeper, this wouldn't go forward. So in going forward, we have to be each other's keeper. And even though some people may not understand it, we have to be their keeper in helping them to understand it. We have to be their keeper in helping them to see the wisdom in using Sankofa to take what the wisdom of the past, use it in the present, and transport it to the future. Only the youths can do that because it's generational, as I said before. So let's keep it generational and let's have that youth focus, because I know sooner rather than later, Masca will take its rightful place.
Yes.
Among the genres in the Caribbean.
And that's why they call you Teacher Shot.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, no.
Well,
Oh, no.
I just want to say that I truly appreciate all the information I gathered and learned about and discovered on the during this Volcano Awareness Month with Montserrat. I went and read again, and you know, again, I applaud the responsibility that's been placed, but also the resilience that I learned off. And man, no different from when it's a hurricane anywhere across the Caribbean. This has truly been a lesson of resilience, responsibility, and also we can add initiative with Masca Music now being at the forefront of the movement. So I truly appreciate all you shared on this platform and look forward to having you back to Dr. Shot. Rudi, yeah, it has been great.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you, you know.
Good night.
We
Good
really
night,
appreciate, you know, you allowing us to use this platform.
Yeah, and it's my first time on this platform, and I can, while I'm there, I'm smiling because I'm saying I know it won't be my last time on this platform.
No, we need that Masca music going out.
Yes.
We're gonna do it.
Lord Masca, I'll make sure as your agent that I will negotiate.
I love it.
More.
That's right. Rudi knows how to get in early in these projects because he sees the outcome way before.
Yes, as he say, commerce. I never forget that commerce follows culture. I was listening.
There you go.
Okay. Good night, all. Great.
Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much, and you take care.
Was a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Recording.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, that was a segment, wrapping up a segment we've been streaming since 7 p.m. my time, putting in the overtime for a great cause as we wrap up what is considered the Volcano Awareness Month down there in Montserrat, speaking about Montserrat. So, thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you for those who are still tuning in. The Wayne Hall Show coming your way. And we're going to be continuing right here after this break with more on The Wayne Hall Show. Get your items shipped to and cleared in Jamaica from right here in Atlanta. E&W Shipping, conveniently located at 4764 Hammer Mill Road in Tucker, is the best when it comes to ship and clear. That's right, ship and have it cleared hassle-free. For ship and clear, a TRN number is required for security purposes. E&W Shipping also offers the fastest way to ship to the Caribbean. Logistics you can count on. People you can trust. Picking up your shipment and a 30% discount for returning residents. Telephone 770-524-8663 to receive your quote and schedule your pickup. Visit their website at enwshipping.com. It's E&W Shipping, fulfilling all your export needs. KD's Productions presents Uno Think Me Did Done. KD is back with a night of comedy, music, and Caribbean vibes on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026 at the Empress Oasis event venue, 3376 Highway, Douglasville, Georgia, 30135. Featuring Jamaican comedian sensation, Comedian Lemon.
I said you have some woman from Jamaica, when them beg a credit, and you send credit to Jamaica, get not take it and call you. But the first call you get from them is please call me. It is wrong. The songwriter assassin, verse 21 to 37. Say a idiot.
Live performance by Anthony Steele. Hosted by KD, actress, poet, and entertainer. With music by DJ Mikey Sparkle. Doors open 6 p.m., showtime 7 p.m. Early bird tickets $65. Get your tickets now by scanning the QR code or visiting eventbrite.com. For more information, email kds.productions@gmail.com. Sponsored by KD's Premium Juices, GB Roofing Inc., Golden Crust Douglasville, The Wayne Hall Show, Golden Crust Marietta, First Class Barber Lounge, and Andrews Caribbean and Seafood Restaurant. It's a KD's production. Uno Think Me Did Done.
Sweet, sweet Jamaica.
If you're craving a real taste of the Caribbean, the flavors you grew up with, the ingredients that make your meals feel like home, then welcome to Caribbean Marketplace. At Caribbean Marketplace, we're proud to serve our community with 3 convenient locations across the metro area. In Latonia at 2618 C-Max Cleveland Boulevard, our Atlanta location at 5790 Old National Highway, or stop by our Douglasville store at 6920 C Douglas Boulevard. No matter which location you visit, you'll experience the same authentic Caribbean vibe and quality selection. Brands like Grace, Lasco, Walker's Wood, Chief, Maggie Seasoning, Beta Pack, and many, many, many more. We offer a wide variety of Caribbean produce, including yam, green banana, breadfruit, callaloo, chocho, and scotch-buttered peppers. And when it comes to ackee, we are the only ones that carry 14 different brands of ackee, like Linstead ackee and Spur Tree, just to name a few. If you're stocking up for your restaurant, wholesale is available. For more information, visit CaribbeanMarketATL.com and connect with us on social media using the hashtag CaribbeanMB. So come shop where quality, culture, and community come together every single day. That's Caribbean Marketplace.
Hi, are you looking for a tutoring center where your child feels supported, confident, and ready to learn? You have found the place, JP Lloyd Learning Center. We are proud to share that we were voted best of Gwinnett in tutoring centers. This honor means so much to us because it came from the parents, the families we served. Here, we don't just tutor, we build confidence, we encourage, and we meet students right where they are. Come see why families trust us. We can't wait to welcome you to JP Lloyd Learning Center.
Welcome to the YouTube channel of The Wayne Hall Show, broadcasting since 2012. The Wayne Hall Show is a global platform where information meets music. Please subscribe right now to keep up with everything that's going on in our community. This is the home of our live streamed simulcast show, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. Don't miss our remote broadcasts. and awesome interviews of some of the most phenomenal men and women in the Caribbean American community. Check out our fun short videos. We're delighted to promote your business and services right here also. The Wayne Hall Show has received numerous accolades for its contribution to the community, including the Captains of Industry Award, the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, the Linkage Radio DJ of the Year, and several resolutions in the state of Georgia. Please hit the subscribe button and join the ever-growing community of The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
Stop the bickering, stop the fight. We're living in frivolous times. Yeah. Speak the truth, let it be told. We're all out of control. This is some serious time. Yeah. The Babylon, them a mash up me life. The Babylon, them a cause peer strife. The Babylon, them a mash up we life. The Babylon, them a cause peer fight. The Babylon, them a mash up we life. The Babylon, them a mash up we life. The Babylon, them a cause peer strife. The Babylon, them a cause peer fight. Whoa, yes, yes, mash up we life. Yes. When will we get up and fight for what's right? When will we stand up and stop the compromise? Out the pressure, the pressure, the pressure, the pressure. Babylon pressure, Babylon pressure. Ooh, Babylon, I put out the pressure, the pressure, the pressure, the pressure. The Babylon pressure, Babylon pressure. Ooh, Babylon, I put out the pressure. We've got to get together and change our style. We've got to treat each other like we're one mother's child. It's there for you, it's there for me to see. There's only one way, and that is unity. Don't compromise, it's time to realize we are the greatest of all humanity. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just let love be true, let it shine in you. Whoa, yes. The Babylon, them a mash up the life. The Babylon, them a cause peer strife. The Babylon, them a mash up the life. The Babylon, them a cause peer fight. The Babylon, them a mash up the life. The Babylon, them a cause peer strife. The Babylon, them a mash up the life. The Babylon, them a cause peer strife. Oh, yes, yes, cause peer strife. Mash up the life. The Babylon, them a mash up the life. The Babylon, them a cause peer strife. The Babylon, them a mash up the life. The Babylon, them a cause peer fight. The Babylon, them a mash up the life.
Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Fresh FM, Radio London.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, meets music, meets music.
That's right. I want to say again a very good evening and welcome to this side of the Wayne Hall Show. Good evening, man. Welcome, listeners on Fit FM 96.7, Trelawney's Radio. Your life, your music, your ears. Also available on fitfmja.com. Take them everywhere you go. Want to say big shout out to Fresh FM Radio London, Rudi Page and the crew. We just did that live segment, so big up to Rudi Page and all his team with Fresh FM Radio London. Linkage 101.75 in New York. What's up, DJ Linkage? You and the crew and your audience. Good evening. Welcome. You choose. What me say? You can't lose when you go youchooseradio.com. Big up to the entire crew at youchooseradio.com. Hype FM, the right FM. Frankie Lex, don't get vexed. Big up yourself. EnergyRadio1.com. Fenton Troy and the gang. Clark TV Network. Those of us who are watching on Twitch, if you are on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're on TikTok, And there are a lot of us on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. So good evening to everyone, and thank you so much for checking out the Wayne Hall Show this evening. Big up yourself, Gregory. Keith Cole, bless up, you know. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yes, sir. All right. Everybody else, bless up. I see we got Singer Irie, big up yourself. Max, Poet. Yes, we kicked it off with her song, Glory. You don't know my story. You see me, Glory, but you don't know my story. That's right. Curtis Clark, bless up yourself, Curtis Clark. Good to see you, man. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we got to say shout out to everyone. Donovan Martin, thank you for tuning in. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and also to everyone on Auntie P. I got to shout out Auntie P over there on YouTube, and okay, locked in on YouTube as well. Great evening so far. We're going to keep the vibe going. We got the Atlanta Jamaican Association joining me in person of Dr. Clover Hall. At the top of the hour, we're going to talk all things AJA in terms of upcoming events, their ball and their flag-raising event. And also, we're going to hear from Jannice O'Shea with Let's Talk About This. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Keep it locked right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Because you know what? Jah is the solution. Not true. Jah is the solution.
Almighty people of Jah, the time is serious, but Jah will never fail us. Oh no, Jah is the only solution. He's the answer to all our questions. The Almighty Jah, He's our only solution. He's the only one that can save us from the summer Gideon. Out the road the dark and cool, devil's out here in a flesh and sea soul. You better put the Almighty in control, and don't let no evil take over your soul. Revelation is revealing, mankind gets so evil. Some working for the devil, some will even sell them soldiers for vanity. Jah is the only solution. He's the answer to all our questions. The Almighty Jah, He's our only solution. He's the only one that can save us from this summer Gideon. Righteousness them no care about. Political war, economical war, religious war, family warring against each other, father against sons, mother against daughters, nation warring against each other.
Pull the one from top of all, it's a be them too bad.
People of Jah, the time is serious, but Jah will never fail us. Oh no, Jah is the only solution. He's the answer to all our questions. The Almighty Jah, He's our only solution. He's the only one that can save us from the summer Gideon. Out the road the dark and cool, devil's out here in a flesh and sea soul. You better put the Almighty in control, and don't let no evil take over your soul. Revelation is revealing, mankind gets so evil. Some working for the devil, some will even sell them soldiers for vanity. Jah is the only solution. He's the answer to all our questions. The Almighty Jah, He's our only solution. He's the
no care about political war, economical war, religious war, family warring against each other, father against sons, mother against daughters, nation warring against each other. But it no look good at all. I see evil Babylon a fall. Only Jah can help us all. Jah is the only solution. He's the answer to all our questions. The Almighty Jah, He's our only solution.
That's right. The sound of singer Irie. Jah, the only solution. All right, what about a destination? How many of us have taken a Jamaican holiday? Huh? How many of you have taken a Jamaican holiday? Yes, I think we should ask Turbulence about it. Here we go. I tell you what, Jamaican holiday, check it out.
Can't wait to get me visa, feel like an OG. Sentence, pretty sexy girl approach me. Portland, Port Maria, St. Thomas and Mary. The prettiest beaches, so make we share it. That's why you feel if you talk to me, I just let me see when you wear them. If you proud of your yard, where you come from, dance how we proud of we hide. We've got Bob, we've got Holt, we've got Shelly, and we've got Bud. Come to the church, okay. So God fearing, that's why we always praise the Almighty and lead the way. Can't wait to get me visa, feel like an OG. Sentence, pretty sexy girl approach me. Portland, Port Maria, St. Thomas and Mary. The prettiest beaches, so make we share it. That's why you feel if you talk to me, I just let them. Then let me see when you wear them. If you proud of your yard, where you come from, dance how we proud of we hide. We've got Bob, we've got Holt, we've got Shelly, and we've got Bud. Come to the church. So God fearing, that's why we always praise the Almighty and lead the way.
As them say, when you check it out, yard, lad, nowhere no better than yard. Hey, stream it, look it up. Jamaica Holiday by none other than Turbulence. Yeah, man, this time of year, the Jamaican commitment strong. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Want to say a very good evening and welcome to Jannice O'Shea joining us. All right, looking forward to the conversation later on. I wonder what the topics will be on Let's Talk About It this evening. 5 minutes away from the Atlanta Jamaican Association. Dr. Clover Hall joining us today. Looking forward to that conversation. All right, now, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, got a few minutes. Let's take another break and we'll be back with more right here after this.
Welcome to the YouTube channel of The Wayne Hall Show, broadcasting since 2012. The Wayne Hall Show is a global platform where information meets music. Please subscribe right now to keep up with everything that's going on in our community. This is the home of our live streamed simulcast show, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. Don't miss our remote broadcasts and awesome interviews of some of the most phenomenal men and women in the Caribbean American community. Check out our fun short videos. We're delighted to promote your business and services right here also. The Wayne Hall Show has received numerous accolades for its contribution to the community, including the Captains of Industry Award, the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, the Linkage Radio DJ of the Year, and several resolutions in the state of Georgia. Please hit the subscribe button and join the ever-growing community of The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
KD's Productions presents Uno Think Me Did Done. KD is back with a night of comedy, music, and Caribbean vibes on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026 at the Empress Oasis event venue, 3376 Highway, Douglasville, Georgia, 30135. Featuring Jamaican comedian sensation, Comedian Lemon.
Verse 21 to 37.
Live performance by Anthony Steele. Hosted by KD, actress, poet, and entertainer. With music by DJ Mikey Sparkle. Doors open 6 p.m., showtime 7 p.m. Early bird tickets $65. Get your tickets now by scanning the QR code or visiting eventbrite.com. For more information, email kds.productions@gmail.com. Sponsored by KD's Premium Juices, GB Roofing Inc., Golden Crust Douglasville, The Wayne Hall Show, Golden Crust Marietta, First Class Barber Lounge, and Andrews Caribbean and Seafood Restaurant. It's a KD's production. Uno Think Me Did Done. Get your items shipped to and cleared in Jamaica from right here in Atlanta. E&W Shipping, conveniently located at 4764 Hammer Mill Road in Tucker, is the best when it comes to ship and clear. That's right, ship and have it cleared hassle-free. For ship and clear, a TRN number is required for security purposes. E&W Shipping also offers the fastest way to ship to the Caribbean. Logistics you can count on, people you can trust, picking up your shipment, and a 30% discount for returning residents. Telephone 770-524-8663 to receive your quote and schedule your pickup. Visit their website at enwshipping.com. It's E&W Shipping, fulfilling all your export needs.
Sweet, sweet Jamaica. If you're craving a real taste of the Caribbean, the flavors you grew up with, the ingredients that make your meals feel like home, then welcome to Caribbean Marketplace. At Caribbean Marketplace, we're proud to serve our community with 3 convenient locations across the metro area. In Latonia at 2618 C-Max Cleveland Boulevard. Our Atlanta location at 5790 Old National Highway. Or stop by our Douglasville store at 6920 C Douglas Boulevard. No matter which location you visit, you'll experience the same authentic Caribbean vibe and quality selection. Brands like Grace, Lasco, Walker's Wood, Chief, Maggie Seasoning, Beta Pack, and many, many, many more. We offer a wide variety of Caribbean produce, including yam, green banana, breadfruit, callaloo, chocho, and scotch-bottle peppers. And when it comes to ackee, we are the only ones that carry 14 different brands of ackee, like Linstead ackee and Spur Tree, just to name a few. If you're stocking up for your restaurant, wholesale is available. For more information, visit CaribbeanMarketATL.com and connect with us on social media using hashtag CaribbeanMB. So come shop where quality, culture, and community come together every single day. That's Caribbean Marketplace.
Atlanta, get ready to laugh until belly bust. Mikey Sparkle Production proudly present the legendary Oliver Samuels and Friends in a hilarious stage play, starring Oliver Samuels, Tesfa Edwards, Karen Ariet, and Angela Jarrett. Join us on Sunday, September 20th, 2026 at the Clayton County Performing Arts Center, 2530 Mount Zion Parkway, Jonesboro, Georgia. Get your tickets now at MikeySparkleOnline.com.
Where there's a widow, there's a criminal. Come see how we take serious things. Make joke, you're going to laugh, so till you cry.
This is a clean, classic Caribbean comedy at its very best. Bring your family, bring your friends, and come and enjoy unforgettable evening of laughter. Showtime, 4 p.m. Get your tickets. MikeySparkleOnline.com or call 770-895-8549. See you there.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again to everyone who's locked in on the Wayne Hall Show. It's truly a pleasure to be here and to be able to just share some information and music, which is what we do. Now I'm going to go over to Zoom and welcome Dr. Clover Hall and say good evening and welcome. Good evening and welcome.
Oh, good evening. Welcome to you too. Always a pleasure to spend time with you. You know that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm so busy just with community things, you know. Everybody
Yes.
thinks you're retired, so you have all the time in the world. So, but I do what I can, and it's all good. It's all
I
good.
know. And here you are doing what you do best, representing the community and in particular the Atlanta Jamaican Association. So, you know, there's this time of year is always a time of the year when Jamaicans peak with their patriotism and the celebration of their independence and different areas of their culture. And at the helm of it in the ATL is the Atlanta Jamaican Association. Dr. Hall, want to start by just telling us real quick about the AJA mission, vision, and then let's get into some of what the AJA is doing this month, in the
Okay. Well,
upcoming month.
as folks who have been around for a long time would know, the AJA started in 1977, became official in 1978. I think more as a community of folks to get together, and the mission really hasn't changed. It's the usual, to foster goodwill and understanding among Jamaicans and other peoples in Metro Atlanta, but also in Jamaica, and through a variety of civic, economic, cultural, and philanthropic programs and activities. And I think that basic mission remains. The focus, well, one of our primary areas of focus now is the youth and the scholarship program, which we can talk about a little bit more. But we also focus on all the other areas through monthly meetings, through different programs, through different activities, etc. So the mission, I think, has remained basically the same.
Beautiful, beautiful. And like I said, this time of year, you know, Emancipation Day is approaching.
Right.
So too is the annual ball and scholarship awards, which is usually around the time of independence celebration. So I don't know where you want to start. I'm going to give you the floor. Just tell us all things AJA in terms of what we need to look out for and be ready to support.
I think we should start with emancipation.
Okay.
Because it turns out that Saturday is August 1st. So that's Emancipation Day. And there's going to be a whole cultural program celebrating emancipation. For those of us who were around before independence, we will remember that Emancipation Day used to be a national holiday. You were probably too young to know that, but Emancipation Day was a national holiday for many, many years. And then in 1962, when Jamaica became independent, it was sort of folded into independence, and it was no longer a holiday. And then I think in 1977, thanks to Dr. Rex Nettleford and other folks, they really petitioned, and it became a national holiday again. But for the younger people, Emancipation Day is really important because it's really talking about celebrating the abolition of slavery. So I think we need to focus on both. So yes, on Saturday, starting at 6 o'clock, there's going to be a cultural extravaganza. It's going to be at what is Star United Methodist Church, but we know it as St. Timothy's.
Right. I
remember looking it up trying to get the address some time ago, and it's still listed there as St. Timothy. So for those who don't know where it is, if you could look up Star United or St. Timothy's, it's at 5365 Memorial Drive in Stone Mountain. So we want everybody to come out for that. That's something, bring the young people, bring the kids, etc. I think that's really, it's cultural, it's entertaining, there's food, etc. But I think the underlying thing is, what is Emancipation Day? And hopefully everybody will get an understanding of that. So I think we should start there. So that's at 6 o'clock. There's a $10 basic charge, but definitely more than worth it.
That's right. And again, ladies and gentlemen, there's the flyer on your screen. So they're able to see it as we're talking about it, Dr. Hall. And so, yes, 5365 Memorial Drive, ladies and gentlemen. It's the St. Timothy Methodist Church. It says St. Timothy. It should be, isn't it Star now?
Star, but Star. Last time I checked, like on Google, it still comes up as St. Timothy, but it's what used to be St. Timothy that became combined with another church, I think, and it's now Star United. But it's at, as you said, 5365 Memorial Drive in Stone Mountain.
That's right. And we have a flag raising ceremony, cultural presentations, Jamaican music and entertainment, refreshments on sale. You can win prizes, a lot of community fellowship. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very special day, August 1st.
August 1st. And, there's some other, the Trinidad and Tobago also celebrate Emancipation Day on August 1st. So, well, let's welcome them as well. And hopefully they'll come out. And most of the Caribbean celebrate some form of Emancipation Day round about that time. So we would certainly like to extend an invitation to our brothers and sisters to come out and be a part of that wonderful celebration. I know that actually the cultural committee is meeting even as we speak, I think, to do final planning for that event. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes, and I like the themes that run through it: honoring freedom, celebrating heritage, building community. So there you have it.
There you go. So that's our first event. The following Saturday, it's the big annual Independence Ball and Scholarship Awards. I know you're not going to miss that.
Why? No way. Nobody wants to miss the annual ball, the annual Independence Ball and Scholarship Awards, especially with Miss Sanya Richards-Ross. But I'll let you give us all the nice, juicy details.
Exactly. Well, the first thing is, let me just give you two contact information. So for any additional information that folks want, we have lots of numbers, but I just want to give you one phone number and the website. So basically everything you want that's not covered tonight or you want to follow up on, you can get it. So the main number is 404-777-9593. And that's on the flyer if you have the flyer, Wayne.
Yes. Yes, they are looking at the flyer as you speak.
Okay, so 404-773-9593. On
the bottom left-hand corner.
So just make a note of that. If you have a question about the ball, if you have a question about anything really, the Emancipation Day, you call that number, you'll get a response from the president or a board member. And for anything else, if you want to get tickets, if you want additional information about the organization, if you want to join, etc., the website is Atlanta Jamaican Association.org. So those are the two key things. And then we can go into a little bit about the event.
Yes, please.
Okay, and this year, for the first time, we'll be at the Atlanta Evergreen Lakeside Resort. That's in Stone Mountain. And it's beautiful. It's really, really, it's really beautiful. It's right on the lake. You can see the lake on one side. You can see the mountain, Stone Mountain itself on another side. You don't have to get into the city with all the traffic. And the amazing thing is there's no additional fee for parking, right? So that's a big saving.
Wow. Did I hear that correctly?
That could be up to $40 or more for parking, and then walking sometimes a few blocks to get back to the hotel, and vice versa. So it's really a bargain.
That's more drinks money, man.
Exactly. So a lot of people have already bought their tickets, I have to tell you, because there was an early bird up to June 30th. We're so excited. Many people have already taken advantage of that and bought their tickets. If you haven't, we do want you to come. So the ticket prices now are for individual tickets, $145, and for a table of 10, $13.50. Again, when you figure out, I think these are about the prices last year plus parking. So including parking, those are the prices. Again, you can, if you have a flyer, you can scan it. If not, again, just go on the website, www.atlantajamaicanassociation.org, and you will see a link there that you could purchase your tickets directly. You can purchase select your table from what's left, select your ticket, pay for it right away, and you're all set.
That's right. And I think for those who like to hear addresses, some of us like to get a close idea of where it is. It's the Atlanta Evergreen Lakeside Resort, and it's at 4021 Lakeview Drive in Stone Mountain. All right. That's right. 4021 Lakeview Drive, Stone Mountain. Some of us, we're typing that in right now into the Google Maps and the iPhone maps and going, oh, it's only 35 minutes. I can do that. So just gotta let folks know that it's 4021 Lakeview Drive in Stone Mountain, and continue.
Yeah. No, those people who have been to the park, who have climbed up to Stone Mountain, who have gone up there for the early service at Easter, who walk around the lake, etc. It's the same entrance. It's the entrance of the park, except you'll just let them know that you're going to the event at the resort, and they'll just tell you to take a left. So it's if you have been to Stone Mountain Park, it's the same major entrance. But yes, it's away from traffic. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be really, really, really wonderful. So, and you're right, we will have Sanya Richards-Ross. This year we're talking a lot about the Jamaican diaspora. I don't know about you. I was so obsessed with World Cup and everything. And every now and then you would see something, we have a number of people who have Jamaican heritage. So it doesn't matter where we are, right? As long as we have any touch of Jamaican, everybody's just happy that person is a part of the Jamaican diaspora. And of course, our guest speaker is Sandra Richards-Ross. She, I know people get excited about VAS Prep. She started at VAS Prep. She started running there, and she left, I think she was 12 years old when she left to come to the States to continue high school and to get, a better access for scholarships and so on. And she has remained an American citizen. And some of her record in terms of her, we won't say it all, but I would say she was a multiple, right. Well, why don't you just say she's a multiple Olympic champion, right? Track and field champion. She's been a NBC broadcaster. She's a philanthropist. She's still very connected to Jamaica and very supportive of, post-Melissa, but just supporting Jamaica in general.
Yes.
And, she's an actress. I don't know anybody who saw Housewives of Atlanta. She was on there one season. I must confess, I did not see it, but I know some people love that show. So she's, and I'm sure it'll be very inspirational. Her story in terms of
right, and just because it's something I was pretty much involved with in terms of sports coverage. I gotta just let folks know. Yeah, the 2012 Olympic champion. Mm-hmm. She was the 2009 world champion, the 2008 Olympic bronze medalist, and a silver medalist at the 2005 world championship. So gotta tell that, because believe it or not, if you've never heard her speak or seen her speak, that same dynamism that took her around that track, that quarter mile, with that grace and style, is what you're in store for on Saturday, August 8th, ladies and gentlemen. So be early and be there.
Be early, be there, select your seat and everything. So that's going to be great. Another big part of the event, but many of us are excited about it. You know, I'm a part of the education committee, so I am really partial to the scholarship awards. I think it's as important a part of the evening as the rest of the ball and the dancing and so on, to celebrate our youth in Jamaica and in Metro Atlanta, actually in the US, but mostly Metro Atlanta, you know, by giving scholarship awards to really deserving students. And, you know, we've gone through the applications, we have interviewed them online. You know, it's just so, you know, in this day and age, when you hear sort of negative things sometimes about young people, when you talk to these young people, when you want to give everybody an award, you know, the money is not there, but you're like, oh my goodness, we really need to be able to just give them something to just encourage them to go on. So, but this year we're giving about 14 scholarships. A few are in Jamaica, and 2, I think, did you teach at Grayson High School?
Not at Grayson High School, in the Grayson cluster at Far Elementary.
Okay, because there are actually 2 Grayson High School students. I don't think we've ever had anybody from Grayson. This year we have 2 winners from Grayson High School. So
that's where my daughter graduated. Yes.
So I knew there was something about you and Grayson. I couldn't remember. So, and we have somebody from Lakeside High School and another school, and then we have just from different high schools in Jamaica, Morant Bay, St. Hughes, Arden, Woolmers, I think, and, you know, and Edwin Allen. So just a cross section of high school students. And, you know, we hope that the ones who are in Georgia, that they will be at the ball. They have been invited to be at the ball with a parent, etc. And we'll have videos from the ones who are in Jamaica, just sharing a little bit of what they do. And we'll also have brief bios of them in the journal. But anyway, they are to be celebrated. And that's just something we are just always very excited about, for folks to know that we have young people who are focused on the right things, and we like to give them a hand up.
And kudos to the Atlanta Jamaican Association. Year in, year out, we can count on these scholarships. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you are not just going to have a good time and dance and party. You are shaping the future with our younger generation by way of the funds to the scholarship program.
Absolutely. We'll also have a raffle, and maybe we'll have tickets at the Emancipation event. The education committee is spearheading that, and the proceeds from that will go toward the scholarship fund, you know, to help to sustain it so that we can keep doing this. So with great prizes and everything like that. So we'll have that on Saturday and also at the ball.
Now, I know the Atlanta Jamaican Association has gotten its fair share of dedicated sponsors year in, year out.
Yes.
Would you like to just shout out some of our sponsors this year?
To do that, Wayne, because we couldn't do it without the sponsors. And, you know, and we start with the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. They have been our main sponsor over the years. And not only are they our main sponsor, but for the last year and this year, they're also giving an aviation scholarship. So so for applicants, for anybody who's going to be majoring in aviation, the airport is actually funding that scholarship, and we do have we do have a recipient this year.
Oh wow, nice!
And we'll have someone. Well, I'm sure. I mean, you know, or wonderful Alreen Barr will be there, but we'll also have somebody else from the airport who will be presenting that that scholarship award. So we're very excited about that partnership and sponsorship. But just quickly, some of the others, of course, we have couples Couples always, I've just mentioned the raffle. Couples always gives us this fantastic prize. I think this year it's a 3-day, 3-day event, all expense paid at any couples resorts in Jamaica. It's going to be the main prize for our raffle. We have some faithful, we have Golden Crust, of course. We have Kingston Grill, very quickly, GB Roofing. And these are folks who are there from year to year. We have Royal Caribbean. We have Caribbean International Shipping. Special shout out to them, because I'm sure you know the fantastic job, the fantastic support that they gave post Melissa.
Yes,
just
indeed.
Get. So we really want to publicly thank them. I'm sure they'll be thanked in other ways, but they always come through, and we do want to celebrate them. This year we have a new sponsor also, Alegna Health. That's Dr. Williams from the Lions Club. That's her organization, and they have come on as a sponsor this year. So of course we'll be supporting them at some events that they have coming up. Caribbean Delights. I think those are our major. I'm probably missing, but I think those are our major sponsors. Of course, we have lots of folks who have also taken out ads in the journal, and they will be recognized in the journal and on screen at the event.
Awesome.
The Jamaica Tourist Board. The Jamaica Tourist Board. How can I? That's.
Well, the thing is, shout out to all the sponsors, because they're a big part of this as well,
Yeah.
and they help to make it a success for the Atlanta Jamaican Association and the community every year. Dr. Hall, I see you're sporting some very vibrant looking independent colors there.
You know, well, this is like one of my old AJA, but I figured if we're talking about AJA, we have to have on an AJA thing. And yes, all the events coming. Yes, for Emancipation Day, maybe we can sport one or more Jamaican colors. And of course, the ball, people will be decked out in whatever attire they choose formally. I always love that event because it's just great to see people just come out in their best. You can have your tux on, Wayne, or your suit. And lots of folks will be having gowns and African attire or Jamaican attire. It doesn't really matter. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you comfortable. We really want people to come out, have a good time, meet some new people. We'll end up sitting at tables with folks that they're just meeting for the first time. So we really want everybody, especially our members, to make everybody feel welcome, to make everybody just, realize that independence celebration, it's a party, but it also has a much deeper community meeting, and we want to have everybody come out and have a great time. I know that some of our organizations have already purchased tickets, whether it's Morant Bay or Manchester, Clarendon College, Arden, St. Hugh's, Wilmers. We have multiple people from those organizations who are already bought their tickets and are planning to come out to support. And of course, our other Caribbean countries as well. So it's not just AJA, it's not just Jamaica. It's really a major celebration, and we welcome everyone to come out.
Indeed, yes. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just a night of partying and fun, it's an experience, and you've got to be in the space to maximize it. You got to be present, and we look forward to it. So anything else, Dr. Hall?
No, just again, maybe if I could just repeat the website, because when you go on the website, there is a link right there that you could just click on to purchase tickets, and you can purchase your own ticket at your own table. So again, it's www.atlantajamaicanassociation.org. And the phone number for any questions you have, whether it's the tickets, the prices, I think they're still honoring a special price at the resort. If you want to stay over and just relax and then get up and have a leisurely breakfast or walk up to the top of the mountain, there's still a special rate that they're honoring if you have any questions about that, you can call this same number, and they'll let you know what's the easiest way to guarantee that. So again, the number is 404-777-9593.
That's right. And so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the annual Independence Ball and Scholarship Awards. And before that, Dr. Hall did talk about the August 1st celebration, flag raising starting at 6 p.m. at 5365 Memorial Drive in Stone Mountain at where it used to be St. Timothy, now Star Church, Star United. So ladies and gentlemen, you got no excuses. You got all the information tonight. Looking forward to see you somewhere.
I just want to say thank you, Wayne. Thank you so much for all that you do. A lot for the AJA, but a lot for the community all these years, not just in Atlanta, not even just in Georgia. So we really appreciate all that you do, and we thank you so much for always giving us time and always supporting us. So
you are very welcome, Dr. Hall. Thank you. Yep. All right. And the work continues. So you have a great rest of the evening.
All right. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
All right. There you have it. Dr. Clover Hall of the Atlanta Jamaican Association sharing a lot with us, a lot. And I just enjoyed that energy that she brought this evening.
Atlanta, get ready to laugh until belly bust. Mikey Sparkle Production proudly present the legendary Oliver Samuels and Friends in a hilarious stage play, starring Oliver Samuels, Tesfa Edwards, Karen Harriet, and Angela Jarrett. Join us on Sunday, September 20th, 2026 at the Clayton County Performing Arts Center, 2530 Mount Zion Parkway, Jonesboro, Georgia. Get your tickets now at MikeySparkleOnline.com.
Where there's a widow, there's a criminal. Come see how we take serious thing. Make joke, you're going to laugh, so tell you cry.
This is a clean, classic Caribbean comedy at its very best. Bring your family, bring your friends, and come and enjoy unforgettable evening of laughter. Showtime, 4 p.m. Get your tickets, MikeySparkleOnline.com, or call 770-895-8549. See you there.
Sweet, sweet Jamaica.
If you're craving a real taste of the Caribbean, the flavors you grew up with, the ingredients that make your meals feel like home, then welcome to Caribbean Marketplace. At Caribbean Marketplace, we're proud to serve our community with 3 convenient locations across the metro area. In Latonia at 2618 C-Max Cleveland Boulevard, our Atlanta location at 5790 Old National Highway, or stop by our Douglasville store at 6920 C Douglas Boulevard. No matter which location you visit, you'll experience the same authentic Caribbean vibe and quality selection. Brands like Grace, Lasco, Walker's Wood, Chief, Maggie Seasoning, Beta Pack, and many, many, many more. We offer a wide variety of Caribbean produce, including yam, green banana, breadfruit, callaloo, chocho, and scotch bonnet peppers. And when it comes to ackee, we are the only ones that carry 14 different brands of ackee, like Linstead ackee and Spur Tree, just to name a few. If you're stocking up for your restaurant, wholesale is available. For more information, visit CaribbeanMarketATL.com and connect with us on social media using hashtag CaribbeanMP. So come shop where quality, culture, and community come together every single day. That's Caribbean Marketplace.
KD's Productions presents Uno Ding Me Did Done. KD is back with a night of comedy, music, and Caribbean vibes on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026 at the Empress Oasis event venue, 3376 Highway, Douglasville, Georgia, 30135. Featuring Jamaican comedian sensation, Comedian Lemon. Live performance by Anthony Steele. Hosted by KD, actress, poet, and entertainer.
Think when it done, hit replay with just a come.
With music by DJ Mikey Sparkle. Doors open 6 p.m. Showtime 7 p.m. Early bird tickets $65. Get your tickets now by scanning the QR code or visiting eventbrite.com. For more information, email kds.productions@gmail.com. Sponsored by KD's Premium Juices, GB Roofing Inc., Golden Crust Douglasville, The Wayne Hall Show, Golden Crust Marietta, First Class Barber Lounge, and Andrews Caribbean and Seafood Restaurant. It's a KD's production. Uno think we did done. Get your items shipped to and cleared in Jamaica from right here in Atlanta. E&W Shipping, conveniently located at 4764 Hammer Mill Road in Tucker, is the best when it comes to ship and clear. That's right, ship and have it cleared hassle-free. For ship and clear, a TRN number is required for security purposes. E&W Shipping also offers the fastest way to ship to the Caribbean. Logistics you can count on. People you can trust. Picking up your shipment and a 30% discount for returning residents. Telephone 770-524-8663 to receive your quote and schedule your pickup. Visit their website at enwshipping.com. It's E&W Shipping, fulfilling all your export needs.
Welcome to the YouTube channel of The Wayne Hall Show, broadcasting since 2012. The Wayne Hall Show is a global platform where information meets music. Please subscribe right now to keep up with everything that's going on in our community. This is the home of our live streamed simulcast show, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. Don't miss our remote broadcasts and awesome interviews of some of the most phenomenal men and women in the Caribbean American community. Check out our fun short videos. We're delighted to promote your business and services right here also. The Wayne Hall Show has received numerous accolades for its contribution to the community, including the Captains of Industry Award, the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, the Linkage Radio DJ of the Year, and several resolutions in the state of Georgia. Please hit the subscribe button and join the ever-growing community of The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've not done so, please go onto YouTube and subscribe to The Wayne Hall Show and catch us there as well. All right? Sometimes we post some cool shorts and little videos of events that otherwise are not, sometimes not otherwise mentioned on the platform. Want to say a big shout out again to everyone on Fit 96.7, Trelawney's Radio. Shout out to Fresh FM Radio London, Linkage 101.75. You choose, you can't lose with youchooseradio.com. Hype FM, The Right FM, EnergyRadio1.com, Clark TV Network. And if you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok, good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in. Up next, we have none other than the one and only Miss Jannice O'Shea. Want to say good evening and welcome. Hello, Jannice. Okay. Jannice, can you hold on? I think my phone's turned down from something else. Let's see. Can you hear me? I'm not here. Hold on. Let me see. Let me try something else. I don't know why that didn't work. All right. Can you hear me, Jannice? Hello? Oh, all right. She's calling back in. Let's see. All right. Hello, you're live.
Hello, Mr. Hall. I don't know what happened. I couldn't hear you.
There you go.
Okay.
And I was, okay. Well, guess what? You did the right thing. You tried it. You hung up and called.
Yeah, I tried again.
Yes. And it worked perfectly.
Thank
How are you?
I am well, actually, approaching the end of July. How are you doing?
I can't believe it. But, July.
I think I'm hearing an echo. Am I still on the other line?
No, it wouldn't be from the other line.
Oh, Okay.
you should hear that should go away now.
It has, yeah, it has gone away.
Yeah. That
Thanks
was
for the
that was me
welcome,
when I
Mr.
couldn't
Hart.
hear
That
you
was,
trying to turn up everything to hear you.
oh, okay.
Now we
So
can turn it
now
back
we
down.
got it and we're good to go. How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm well. Busy.
Well,
Really busy.
busy
Yeah.
as usual. I'm saying a formal good evening to everyone, all your affiliates, all your listeners, all your viewers, everybody tuned in to the Win All Show. This is Jannice, and I'm happy to be here.
And we call this Let's Talk About This.
Let's talk about this. We try to do this once per month, Wayne. Sometimes we might get busy and the edition doesn't come on, but once we get back in line, we're on it. So that's what we're doing today
Yes.
on July 29th. Yeah.
Right. Right. The end of a long month. July
Yes,
1st.
it's a long month. That's how it feels for me too. I don't know why, but it does feel like that.
Even though I don't want the summer to end in a hurry, but
Yep.
yeah.
hmm
I do like the fact that on this segment you never know what could come up for discussion. But how
Yes.
about we say, to all our Bayesian friends and every cricket lover around the world,
Yes.
rest in peace to the king of cricket, Sir Garfield
Garfield
Sobers.
Sobers. Yes, Wayne.
Yes.
And I know you being a sportsman can tell us anything we want to know about Sir Garfield, St. Auburn Sobers.
I like it. I love it. Yeah. I mean, he was truly, it's funny. As my dad passed so long ago that it's kind of ironic that somebody he talked about so much when he was alive is just passing. It kind of feels weird because
Yes.
my dad talked about Garfield Sobers so much.
Yes.
You would think we had a relative named Sobers. He wouldn't even call the first name, just Sobers, Sobers,
Just
Sobers.
Sobers. Yes.
Two names, Sobers Kanai, Sobers and Kanai, and
Mhm.
I never got to watch Garfield Sobers play because he retired in the mid 70s from Test cricket, and with a record though that would make any cricketer, any community, any nation, any sport proud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hmm
and the on the field exploits. The first man to 300 test runs, 365 runs against Pakistan, not out. Not out.
Not out. Oh, you have the records there. When I can also remember when growing up, all I heard was Sobers. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Most of them just called him by his last name.
Mhm.
Just that term. It's like an endearing way to refer to him. Everyone was so proud and respected him so much. Yeah.
Right, and quite the
Mhm.
statesman,
Yep. Yep.
I'm
hmm
really enjoying all the vintage clips they've found of him,
Yeah.
and and all the good things.
Was
Um,
it today he was laid to rest?
yes,
It's today.
yes.
Okay. I know I
hmm
saw some clips because I didn't even remember that he was one of Barbados' national hero until I read it today. I'm sure I knew about it. I just didn't think about it before today. And also they were showing the right excellent Robin R. Fenty. They were showing her arrival and just the fact that she was present at
Oh,
the service.
beautiful,
hmm
beautiful. Otherwise known as.
Otherwise known as Rihanna.
I had to put
When
that
you're
in there.
making sure everyone know who I'm talking
Yes,
about.
yes.
That
The
is so
right
cool.
honorable Fenty. Yeah,
Yeah, the
but
right
mhm,
excellent Robin R. Fenty. Yep.
yeah. I mean, there's so many great things to talk about. You think
hmm
about it, Janice. If I know you've at least watched some cricket. And when you think about a bowler coming up and bowling you 6 deliveries in an over, and you are able to hit all 6
All of them. Yeah, I
beyond the
remember
boundary.
Sabina Park days, yes.
But what I enjoyed a lot about that is in an interview he once said he knew the bowler was gonna try to change his action with the last ball to kind of like make sure he doesn't hit him for all 6s.
He was ready.
And he read it perfectly and took it out of the ground. So that shows you somebody who is way ahead of what their time and what they're doing, you know?
Definitely, most
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. Rest in power, Sir Garfield.
Yep. I love it. Love it. Very good. Very good. Great statesman, great sportsman, great individual. He's one of the tragic moments of his career was when he was riding with the Jamaican Collie Smith, his very good friend, and who was also a very promising cricketer. And he collided in the back of a truck in England and lost Collie, his good friend. And he said he pretty much felt like he played his whole career for 2 people.
Yes, he was playing for both of them.
Yes, so that was sweet of him. All right. What else we got to talk about?
I would like us to recap a little bit the Jamaica Tourist Board trade event a week ago. If we could just do a little chit chat on that annual event.
Absolutely. Where do you want to start?
I'd like to start with, well, none other than Miss Tamara Christie, who is always such a gracious host and in charge of, I call her Miss Jamaica when I see her because that smile just says Jamaica. But I would like us to start when you did such a great job of capturing the presenters, all of the travel advisors, you know, the way you just captured all of them doing their presentations and selling their properties. So if you could just give your listeners a little of what took place last week, Thursday evening.
Okay, so, you know, the event was called a Taste of Jamaica Experience, a premium travel trade event curated to inspire, empower, and connect. And yes, it was held at the Villa Cristina Hyatt Hotel in Atlanta at the Villa Cristina, and hosted by Ms. Tamara Christie Johnson, who is the business development manager for the Jamaica Tourist Board in this region. And what a great event. The food was awesome, but it was all these presenters representing the different places in Jamaica, which Jannice just confirmed, as Tamara said in her opening remarks, Jamaica is open for business.
Definitely open after Melissa.
Yes, it as she described, it's getting green again. You know, the trees are the fruits are bearing again. It's just beginning to look a lot like Jamaica.
Yeah.
Once again.
So that restoring Jamaica and just the resilience overall, we were definitely inspired, empowered, and we connected for sure, just like she wanted us to.
Yes, among the presenters, Jannice, if I can try to name some of them, we had Ibera Star, they were in the building. We had Delta Vacations. Was it Sandals?
Yes, Sandals was.
Sandals was in the house. We had I represent the Princess Properties.
Yes.
Yep. We had the Princess Properties. We also had representing, what did she go by? That Yaman and the you know, where you can do all that riding in the mud and they were represented as well. Ocean, welcome Ocean. We had a representative.
They even mentioned Negril. What's that one? the one that I always connect with, Vibes, Mr. Howard Shirley.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
their,
the
that's
Grill
their
Beach
name.
Treehouse.
Yes, the Treehouse.
Yep, that was mentioned as
Mhm.
well. You know, so we had the ocean, we had Delta
Oh, Delta
Vacations.
Vacation Club. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Delta Vacation
Hmm.
Club was there,
Yeah.
and
There was a local one, Wayne. I think she's up there in Cumming, Georgia. Hers was Pleasure Holidays.
right.
Pleasure Holidays. Yeah.
Yes, yes, indeed. And so that's naming some of the many presenters. We also had a message from the Honorary Consul for Jamaica and Atlanta, Dr. Elaine Bryant, who applauded Jamaicans in the diaspora for their great response to
To the
the
hurricane.
Melissa relief
Hmm.
process. Yes.
Yes.
But overall,
Yep.
just a great, great, wonderful evening. And all we can say is our business development representative for the Jamaica Tourist Board just knows how to hit it out the park.
Oh yeah. She definitely knows her destination, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yep. 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 So what else can we talk about, Wayne?
Okay, so we
It's
talk about
July.
being open for business. I see that I saw a post just a while ago where quite a few individuals, quite a few locations are having the independent services. The 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 AJA was on and talked about two events coming up. Uh,
The flag raising cultural
yes,
program.
right. And I feel there might be a lot of individuals asking the question, are you able, Janice, and I might be putting you on the spot here, to
Hmm.
explain in any way why the the independent service is not affiliated with the Atlanta Jamaican Association? I know it's
Talk
there.
about putting Janice on the spot.
Is
Well,
if I'm hoping it's not a political situation, then you can feel free to say you pass on it.
well, I'm not gonna pass because the community has been asking the same question.
Okay,
So I'm gonna try my best to explain it from my vantage point.
right.
So in the past, when AJA was a part of the group that would combine with when we had UJoy,
Okay.
United Jamaicans here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
That was headed by a Mr. Vin Martin, the honor consul then. So UJoy would be the main host in collaboration with the Atlanta Jamaican Association. But that has changed over the years, and Dr. Elaine Bryan now fully handles the ecumenical service. Is that the part you're asking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure because the cultural program is AJA. So, Dr. Bryan, I cannot give the reason
Okay.
why it's the honor council alone that handles it, but that's how it has been so far. And unfortunately, we do not the service is not held as close to Independence Day as the community would like it to be. Because traditionally, we all know it's August 6, 1962. So it was usually the Sunday before or the Sunday immediately after. So in the past, we tried to keep the service as close to August 6th as possible. This year, I know it's going to be on the 23rd. I don't know whether the reason is political or not. I just know that the community on a whole would rather the service be held closer to our date of independence. Did that answer your question?
Oh, and then some. I truly appreciate it. And Janice, the flyer is actually on the screen as we're talking about it, because not only are we having a conversation about why and how we arrive at this service, we're also letting folks know it's gonna be Sunday, August 23rd. And yes,
Correct.
you know, Jamaicans have a way of using the word steal. By then, anniversary does steal.
But
That's
the
how
good thing
someone said
about
it
that,
to me.
Wayne, the church will still be full.
Look,
We-
that speaks to our love of country,
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
our loyalty, our pride,
Mhm.
our heritage, our everything.
Yeah.
Even though every year it's a topic of conversation, why are we having this so late? This year it's 3 weeks late. We will be there. We're gonna
Well,
support.
hopefully those who question it will have an answer from somewhere, somehow. But the fact is, like you said, we don't let little nuances stop us from turning up and
No,
showing out.
we're gonna show out for Jamaica.
What's the theme for this year's Independence? You know what, Janice? I've been a little distracted for good reasons.
Yes,
But I've not dived into the theme for this year's.
the theme. Oh, you know what? All I know is the word resilience, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I should have come prepared. But the theme is out there by now. It's usually by the mid-July we get it from Jamaica. So if someone knows it, could you drop it in the chat, please?
I tell you what, I'm gonna find it because that is very important. You know, the theme for the Jamaican Independent Celebrations 2026. That ought to be yeah. So
Did you say you're looking for it?
yes,
Okay.
I'm looking. Yeah, Lincoln Independence Celebrations 2026. Yeah. So united in celebrating resilience.
United in celebrating resilience.
Yes, united in celebrating resilience.
And did they show the logo as well?
And very fitting. No, I could ask for an image. um, let's see if there's a logo that comes with it or an image.
Yeah, usually there's a logo.
Right. I think is it there's it shows a group of individuals. I guess the unity aspect of it. With a big banner
Okay.
above that says United in Celebrating Resilience, Jamaica 64, August
Okay,
6,
that would be it.
2026.
Yes.
So I think that might be it. Um, let's see. So I'm doing all this because you know what? It's good to have. We still have a little time next week. We still have a show next week, and I could share this again with the audience.
Yes, yes. It's important that we know what the theme is.
Yes, and so I'm gonna bring it right up now.
Thanks
as
for
we're speaking.
asking that. Yeah.
Yeah. No worries there. I'm gonna put it on as we're speaking, Janice. Because folks are listening and watching, and you know, yep, it's coming down to 5 minutes, but we got time to squeeze that in. GHI Independence, IJI Independence. There we go. All right, and so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
United in Celebrating Resilience, Jamaica 64, August 6, 2026, on the screen. All right.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Okay.
So before I go in, I'll just recap really quick. This Saturday, August 1st, at the Star United Methodist Church, Memorial Drive, for the cultural program and flag raising. Next week, Saturday, August 8th, the Independence Ball at the Evergreen Lakefront Resort in Stone Mountain. And on August 23rd, St. James United Church in Dunwoody. That's where the ecumenical Thanksgiving service is going to be held hosted by the Honor Consul for Jamaica here in Atlanta, Dr. Elaine Bryan.
That's right.
So on that note, did you have something else, Wayne?
I tell you what, I did not go through event flyers today, but as yet, so I'll just do it as a brought after you've left. I think
After,
I'd rather not
okay.
do it.
Okay.
Because it's
All
quite
right.
a few.
It's a few.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll do that
thank
to
you
segue.
then for another edition of Let's Talk About This.
Very good. I
And
thoroughly
that we
enjoyed
did.
it.
That we did. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you too. You have a good evening. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are counting down to the hour of 10 p.m. and to get out of here. But let me see how quickly I can share some upcoming information with you. All right, let's go over to our flyers. And, well, this was the last one I downloaded before I had to go, so it comes up first. But this is for Saturday, August 22nd. It's the D. Terrence Foster Foundation, Inc. 5th annual charity. Catch him next week on my show as we talk more about this. So come back and learn more. It's going to be at Crystal Lake Golf and Country Club starting at 7:30 a.m., 9 a.m. tea time. All right. Also coming up, the Homewood Past Students Association Atlanta chapter present their annual all-white affair, music by Oneness Sound, at the Front Page Event Center, 8010 Rockbridge Road in Stone Mountain. That takes place Saturday, August 15th. And the time is going to be, let's see, where's the time on here? Music by Oneness Sound. 8 p.m. Doors open at 8 p.m. $40. Food and drinks on sale. All right, just telling you, E&W Shipping is now located at 4764 Hammer Mill Road in Tucker, Georgia. That's E&W Shipping, your ship and clear company, is now located at 4764 Hammer Mill Road in Tucker, Georgia. Email EW_shipping@yahoo.com for more information. Shout out to Jaged on August 8th doing an annual children's treat down there in Jamaica, in St. Mary to be exact. So shout out to Jughead and the crew. Yeah, man, sponsored by Sanchez. Refreshment on sale. Bring the kids. Come out, enjoy. Music by Crystal Clear Sound and King Mellow. Rides and attractions. And it's August 8th at, where's the Bamboo Walk Square, Retreat, St. Mary. Happening at Bamboo Walk Square in Retreat, St. Mary, Jamaica. We just talked about the Atlanta Jamaican Association Ball, Annual Ball and Scholarship Award, so be sure to support that. And then we also have Uno Think Me It Done. KD is back with a night of comedy, music, and Caribbean vibes with MC Comedian Lemon, hosted by KD herself. Live performance by Anthony Steele. You're going to enjoy his set. Music by DJ Mikey Sparkle. All happening Saturday, August 22nd. Doors open at 6 p.m. The show starts at 7 p.m. at Le Empress Oasis Event Venue, 3376 Highway 5 in Douglasville, Georgia. All right, we talked about that earlier. Then we also talked about the ecumenical service at the St. James United Methodist Church, 4400 Peachtree Dunwoody Road, Sunday, August 23rd. A check-in and meet and greet, 1:30 p.m. to 2:15 p.m. See the Jamaican Consulate Facebook page for more details. And again, the theme, United in Celebrating Resilience, Jamaica 64, August 6, 2026. Also, we have Atlanta Bless, Saturday, September 5th, 2026 at 6 p.m., taking place at the Park Place Church, 4576 Lenora Church Road in Snellville, Georgia. All right, so save the date for this year's Atlanta Bless. Sister Cities brings you the Atlanta Montego Bay Sister Cities Committee presents their gala night. It's on September 19th at 6 p.m. at the Atlanta Airport Marriott Gateway 2020 Convention Center Concourse, Atlanta, Georgia. All right. And then we have the Where There's a Will, There's a Criminal. Sunday, September 20th, 2026, starting time 4 p.m. Another Oliver Samuels and Friends in a new stage play brought to you by Mikey Sparkle Productions at the Clayton County Performing Arts Center, 2530 Mount Zion Parkway in Jonesboro, Georgia. Be sure to check it out. All right? Want to tell you about the Festival of Life on September 25th to 27th. Chalice, woohoo! Special performance by reggae legends Chalice, featuring Wayne Armand, and it's happening at Union Park, 1501 West Randolph, and that's in Chicago. Scan the QR code if you want to ride to Chicago with me for the weekend. All right, All Schools Jam, save the date. It's going to be on October 10th, 2026 this year at the Atlanta Marriott Marquis Hotel, 265 Peachtree Center Avenue in Atlanta, 3033. Proceeds to benefit alumni associations and breast cancer awareness. All right. Also want to share with you, just save the date, Passport Community Services brought to you by the Jamaican Consulate, Honorary Consul Dr. Elaine Bryan, doing this for the community, Saturday, August 31st, 12 p.m. All right. And I think that's all we have for you this evening. Want to thank everyone who listened to, shared, watched, or in any way supported the Wayne Hall Show this evening. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed all this information and all this music. All right. Looking forward to seeing you back next week when we'll have great guests, more great music, and information for you. Thanks again. You have a great rest of your evening. D-Mac, to go back out, saying Babylon and mash up him live.
Serious time, serious time. Now's the time to unite. Stop the bickering, stop the fight. We're living in frivolous times. Yeah. Speak the truth, let it be told. We're all out of control. This is some serious time. Yeah. The Babylon, them a mash up me life. The Babylon, them a cause fear strife. The Babylon, them a mash up we life. The Babylon, them a cause fear fight. The Babylon, them a mash up we life. The Babylon, them a mash up we life. The Babylon,